All right, hey, Jeff Janakovo here. Listen, I need you to share this video. Here's why you should share it. If you own a small business, especially in Pennsylvania, but really nationwide, if you own one, you need to watch this video and you need to share it. And I mean that. You need to share it. It's for your own good. Two, if you work for a small business, and the small business as defined by the government is under 500 employees, so that's a lot of people. If you work for a small business, you need to share this video. Here's why you need to share it. Business owners are in the fight for their lives right now as we're in this coronavirus pandemic. There's been a lot of states where governors have arbitrarily, capriciously, under very vague orders, issued business shutdowns of non-essential businesses. I own a mattress store, two stores actually, mattress in one, mattress and furniture in another, and we've been deemed non-essential. We went through the process with Pennsylvania, and we were not granted an exemption, I should say. The problem in Pennsylvania is there's no defined process of how to determine this, and that's going to make its way, I'm sure, through the courts at some point. But the point of this video is about business owners and them fighting to be covered with their insurance companies under their loss of business and business interruption insurance policy. Now, in Pennsylvania, what happened is on Monday, March 16th, in the afternoon, it was late afternoon, the Governor Wolf, issued an order for non-essential businesses to shut down. With that order came an immediate release of a document that basically classed my business as non-essential. We complied with that order, despite the fact at the time there was not a single confirmed case of coronavirus in the county where we do business. There really wasn't a confirmed case in Berks County. There wasn't, as far as I know, a case in any county connected to our county other than Chester County, where we don't do a lot of business. So there was no confirmed cases at that point in time. Thereby, our business was shut down under civil authority, which in our policy, which I have highlights right here, we will pay for the actual loss of business income you sustain and necessary extra expense caused by the action of civil authority that prohibits access to the described premises due to a direct physical loss or damage to the property, other than at the described premises caused by or resulting from any covered cause of loss. So what the insurance companies are doing is they are really looking in the policy at the trigger of physical damage, physical loss at the place of business. Well, that's not going to happen in all businesses because this thing is unseen. But yet businesses are shut down in areas where they may or may not have even had cases. Folks, the insurance companies are so scared about their standing and the vagueness of their own policies here that they are now lobbying state and federal governments to ask state and federal governments to stand on their side of this. If they had this black and white, dead to rights in their contracts, they wouldn't need to do that. But yet here they are. Pennsylvania specifically is a very pro-insured state. If you carry the insurance, the courts, the state wants to see you covered as a business owner. And that's what we're asking for here as business owners. We want to see our businesses covered. For 9 years, my business has paid into this policy. Our business was shut down, deemed non-essential. Yet, businesses that sell competing products that we sell, like Lowe's, Walmart, Target, Big Lots, can all remain open, selling exactly what we sell. And it's not just my business, it's floor covering. Say you wanted to get new carpet, new flooring right now. You have no other choice in your town to do that other than the big box stores that sell floor coverings like Lowe's and Home Depot. If you want to buy a power piece of garden equipment, like a weed whacker, a blower, a pressure washer, a garden tractor, if you want to buy that from a local store that doesn't sell seed, fertilizer, or anything else, just the power tools and the power garden equipment, you can't do that. You can only go to Lowe's and Home Depot right now to buy that product. If you want to buy a lighting fixture, a lamp, a chandelier, and you wanted to go to a lighting store like Yale Lighting Concepts, that I know has a store right down the street from my store in Lancaster, you can't do that. They're closed. But you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Apparently, they are the state-sponsored, state-approved retailer of all things now. So folks, I've been talking for a long time that these stores need to shut down their non-essential items. I'm past that. Now it's a bigger fight because these insurance companies are going to try to dig in and try to really not pay out on something that they owe people. See, they're getting it both ways. They're saying you have to have the loss at a physical, the trigger is physical loss at your business. So let's say it was proven that your business had the coronavirus in it and had to be shut down per the mandated black and white letter of the law Department of Health procedure, which, by the way, no single person in the Pennsylvania Department of Health has followed that procedure to go in and inspect any business in the state. They just blanket shut everything down. But let's say that happened. Even so, they would still weasel out because a lot of policies have exclusions for virus and bacterial outbreak. But again, our business was shut down when there were 0 confirmed cases in our county, where we do our principal base of business. See, the insurance companies are trying to weasel out of this, and they're scared because they are definitely lobbying. They're definitely going to the states and the federal government to say, please side with us. And I'll post a link to the Pennsylvania Insurance Agency blog about this, that showing that they are scared of this. All right? So we've retained legal counsel, and as it comes down, my attorney is asking why it's important we share, that other business owners get involved. Folks, the only way we succeed here is strength in numbers. All right, I will tell you, the government programs, the SBA programs, folks, we're so far deep into that, they have no idea what they're doing. You know, these rules, these laws, these regulations, how you pay it back, how you can convert it to a grant, it's all one big mess. And folks, it's not going to be enough. I can tell you right now, for a lot of businesses, whatever they get, should they get anything, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. And I'll remind everybody, you as an employee, I'm not knocking you. You work for somebody, that's great. I'm happy for people to provide for themselves. But if you're getting unemployment, you're also getting the $600 federal kicker for 4 months. For a lot of people, they're making more money now at home than they did when they worked. And that, I'm not knocking that. That's fine. That's the reality. But as a business owner, here's our options. We have to close our business under threat of fine and imprisonment. If you have a mandated license by your state, you risk losing that. Governor Wolf was also on record as saying you also risk having to pay back anything you were given by the state in the form of aid if we catch you open. That's the reality for business owners. Our bailout, we have to pay back. And if we don't convert all that money we get, which really is not a lot, okay, in the grand scheme of things, when you balance taking the funding versus being open and actually having momentum back to normal in your business, it's not going to be enough. And that's why I say that. There's no way it's going to be enough of a bridge to get business owners there. It's just not going to happen. So when it comes down to it, you've got these state governments coming down on the back of business owners, telling people that they have to close, and if you open, you're going to be fined, possibly jailed, lose your business license, and if you got aid, you're going to have to pay it back with penalty. That's the reality of a business owner. Okay, the people who may sign your paycheck, whatever aid they get, if they cannot convert 100% of those dollars they got into grant eligible things like going towards payroll, rent, utilities, and mortgage interest debt, whatever money's left over, say it's 20 grand, that converts to a loan at 4%. I don't want a loan. Business owners don't want loans. They just want to be able to provide their goods and services in a safe manner, which all business owners, small business owners across this nation, were prepared to play ball, do the right thing, properly distance, limit people in their store, work by appointment, all of it. On my business page, you can see, go back to March 17th, March 16th, you'll see all of that stuff that we put out there that week following, email communications. We've got it all to show we were willing to play our part. As many, many, many business owners are doing. Is your local big box store doing that? No, they're not. They really aren't. So here we are. We've been forced to shut. The only way we survive is take money that converts to loans if we don't spend it all by some arbitrary date and time that is so close to when we may actually be open. It's just ridiculous. And then we think, well, maybe we could actually have some safe harbor from the insurance policy we've been paying in for 9 years or more in your own business. But no, the insurance companies say, well, this didn't physically happen on your premises, and we're not going to pay out, even though it was a direct order of the government to shut you down. We cannot legally access our business. We cannot legally turn on the open sign. And yet, here we are. So we need to share this, we need to fight, and we need to go after it. My attorney right here in this document is saying, I encourage you to get any other business owners who've been shut down and make claims under the policy. So please make a claim, get on record, let them deny you. That's what they're going to do. Then you have to fight it. We need to get insurance companies concerned that this is a very real thing. He goes on to say, contact your state senators and state representatives, which I'm going to do after we hang up or after I conclude this video. Folks, this is serious. You need to be concerned with your success, your support, what you owed, what you've been paid into, what you've spent money on for the last number of years in your business. You need to take this serious. You cannot just sit back and hope that things are going to be okay, because that's not going to be the case. We have to fight for this. We have to fight for what we're owed. We have to fight for what these insurance companies owe us as business owners, as people paying in to a policy, and we cannot allow them to just weasel out. They cannot get both sides of this. They cannot say, well, we're not paying because there wasn't a loss at your business, and we're not paying because there was some virus that when you were shut down didn't even exist in the county where you do business in. They cannot get that both ways. Okay? Insurance, by the most basic definition of it, is it covers you for the unknown. It covers you for the what ifs. I know of no bigger unknown and what if in my business career of nearly 20 years that is this moment right now. They owe it to their customers. If they have bigger, broader issues, they can sue the states in which they do business in. They can go and sue Governor Wolf for the information on the waivers. They can sue Governor Wolf and the Secretary of Health, and they can say, where were the inspections done? They can do all of that. That's their problem. We're their customer, and they owe us this policy to be enforced and paid out. And I hope you'll join me in this fight. You get what you deserve if you don't start standing up, fighting for yourself, joining me in this battle, and sharing this video.